Hey folks, hope you're having a good Friday. Now I fancied listening to some black metal today, and it just so happens I've got some stacked bands in my black metal queue to pull out as well. I've really had to kind of pick and choose today which ones I wanted to check out. I've lined us up 4 bands. We're going to be here for a while because they're 8 and 7 minute tracks and a couple of 5-minute tracks in there as well. So we'll be here a while. But man, the bands that I've lined up today, I'm telling you now, 10 out of 10. Amazing music, some of the best black music that you're going to check out, and a bunch of different styles and stuff going on in it as well, not just all the same blasting black metal. Man, I cannot wait to check these bands out. This first band we're going to check out is called Praise the Plague. The track is called Beyond. This is on the Chariot of Black Moth channel. If you're not subscribed to them, just go over there now and subscribe, because every video they upload and every band they upload is just a 10 out of 10 band. I have to struggle not to keep adding every video they upload to the list, but I had to do this one because it's absolutely amazing. Here we go. Praise the Plague, Beyond. Sounds great already. Great sound. tone, great bass tone as well. They just mesh together so nice. Amazing vocals soaring over the top of the music. Amazing. These guys are making all the right moves. Well, there you go. That's as good as music gets, in my opinion. Absolutely 10 out of 10, masterpiece. You couldn't improve on it in any way. Sick video to go with it as well. Chariot of Black Moth always makes great videos that go with this kind of music. But for this music, man, that doesn't get any better. Absolutely perfection. The sound was amazing. The energy was amazing. The moving through the sections, the build-ups and the crescendos, just amazing. Vocal was just, I love the way it soared and just was long and drawn out all the way through. I love that in black metal. I think it goes great with the music. Guitar tone was just unbelievable as well. Had a real grit and grizzle to it. Very loud in the mix as well. You could hear the bass nicely and it meshed in with the guitar tone really nicely as well. Just gave those doomy sections an extra low power and thickness. Drums sounded amazing, great big washy cymbals that cut over all that dark, low down noise to balance out the mix, but also make the mix super wide. Extra building up the velocity on the cymbals to create crescendos and stuff like that. Blast beats and doomy sections, trudgy bits, just all over the place with the sections, but moving from one section to the next in the right way so it feels right. smooth flows. This is just absolute 10 out of 10 music. Had an amazing mix as well. Whoever mixed it did a superb job. Wide, loud, spacious, atmospheric. All the instruments had their own place. The vocals sat in there amazing. Wasn't super loud, buried in the mix more. All the right moves, in my opinion. I couldn't think of a single way to improve this mix, improve this composition, or improve this sound. This is it. As far as black metal goes, atmospheric black metal, I think this is as good as it could get at this stage. As far as we know, in 2021, this is as good as it gets. I think it's absolutely amazing. 10 out of 10 music, nearly 8.5 minutes, and not 1 second of it was unnecessary or didn't sound right or didn't go with the rest of the piece. It was all just perfection. Amazing. Well, I wasn't lying when I said we're going to be 10 out of 10 bands today, and this next band sound really, really cool as well. They've only got 61 subscribers, so head over to their channel and give them a like. This is Gospelheim. Their track is called Into Smithereens. Now, these guys have got some melodic edge to their black metal, which is something you don't necessarily get very often, and also some post-black to it as well. So let's check it out. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Cool. Love that. No, this guy's not plugged in. Looks cool. There's a nice post-black edge to this one as well, a synthy edge in there, almost a bit shoegazy. Yeah. Nice big washy cymbals again in this band. Just fills out the high end of the mix with great sound. Great job. Yeah, loved it. These guys had a great sound. I really like the melodic vocal in there as well. I thought it went nicely. I like the back and forth between the male and the female vocal as well. I thought that was cool with the lyrics and stuff as well. But these guys just had a great bop to them. The drummer did a really great job of keeping the energy in this track so you could just bop all the way through. You know, he was moving it about and changing up the drum beats. Love that tingy on the bell. But still, it just had a great energy and move to it. You know, you just got straight into the beat. You could almost dance to it. So yeah, really great with the job from the drummer to keep that pulse through the music. But again, just a great sound, nice thick guitars, went really well. Like the solo in there as well. The vocals sat in there nicely, big ass washy cymbals to fill it out. They had a really big wide sound. And I thought the extra synthy parts in this music really added a nice extra sound to the blackness. It was more of a kind of shoegazy post-black kind of synthy sounds that you would get nowadays, and it just, you know, gave an extra edge and an extra vibe to the blackness. I thought it was really nice. So yeah, these guys are great. They definitely deserve more than 61 subscribers, so head over to their page. This next band we've got is called Breaths, and they've only got 29 views on this video, so we're checking out real underground bands today, but I'm telling you, they're the super dope bands. So it just shows you how these kind of bands go under the radar. This is Breaths. The track is called The Elders. Big wide mix. Yeah. Nice. Just a nice trudge to this one in the drums, way he's working the cymbals, just falling from one beat to the next. like the blend of the black and the melodic vocal there. Quite unusual for this kind of music as well. Nice guitar tone. Great job. Really nice guitar tone. Just had a nice to it. Very, very cool. Love the video and what it was all about as well. You could feel the passion and the emotion coming through in the vocal, in the lyrics and stuff. Super nice. This is just some of the greatest music you can listen to, in my opinion. I woke up today, I thought, man, we're going to check out some black metal today. So I went through my queue because I know I've been adding these caliber of bands to the black metal queue. Black metal, you know, doesn't necessarily do super great on this channel because I don't do it often enough, so I haven't got loads of black metal followers. But, you know, you're either into black metal or you're not. It's kind of a bit polarizing in that way. But I wanted to listen to these kind of bands today because they're just so great. They just offer me personally everything I want to hear from heavy music. The dark blackness, evil vibe to it, or a sadness that comes with the black as well. It's super nice vibe to have over the music. You always get great guitar tones, you get blast beats and tinging away on the ride. Nasty, aggressive, but still emotional and sad lyrics and vocal styles with the black and fry and the long screams and all of that. Man, this is just some of the best music as far as I'm concerned. It's got an atmosphere, it's got a vibe to it. You just get lost in the music. You get nice long tracks that you can really just fall into and lose sense of time and all the rest of it, and really get on board with the vibe and what's going on in the music. Man, I couldn't say enough good things about this music as far as I'm concerned. I think it's really great, heavy music with an atmosphere and a vibe to it, which you don't always get in a lot of other styles of heavy music, other than it's aggressive, you know. Aggressive is some of the pretty much all heavy bands share, because that's one of the things that makes them heavy, is being aggressive. But when you can bring in extra vibes to your music, which is why I like the metal with attitude days that we do, because that's a great vibe to bring into music as well, just attitude and kind of cockiness and that kind of style. But I really like the Blackened Edge because it's just dark, it's nasty, it's metal as hell, it's demonic and all of those kind of things, biting the head off bats and God knows what, and it just goes super nice, and especially when you've got a cool video to check out as well with it, that's all dark and somber. Man, just ticks every box for me. Absolutely dope. We're going to finish off with this last band, and don't think we're done, even though we've been going a while already. We got another 7-minute track here, but man, I'm telling you, it's worth your time. This is Der Weg Einer Freiheit, and the track is called Morgen. Let's check it out. One cool thing about the last band that I wanted to say is it shows you can be black without loads of blast beats, because they were really trudgy and doomy. promise. These guys don't sound like they are. No. Yeah. That is just one of my favourite sounds in the whole universe. If I had tinnitus and it sounded like blackened glass beats on a ride, I wouldn't mind whatsoever. Blazing. I love how much you can hear the bass in this mix separate to the guitars, because the guitars aren't super thick. Yeah. Sick drumming. Great bass tone in the mix in this one as well, separate to the guitars. making all the right moves. Yeah, that bass sounds great. Yes, what a superb band. Again, music doesn't get any better than this. They made all the right moves for this kind of music, moving us around, such great energy from the drums, and then a trudge, and then building it back up into some more energy. Just an absolute great job from the drummer to move this music around in the way that it does, to take it from absolutely fast as hell, blasting things on the ride, to super low trudge. And one of the sections I really liked in this is there are three kind of a triple beat going on within the drums. You had the double bass, which was quite fast. You had the cymbals, which was a mid-tempo. Then you had him using the snare kind of on every eighth beat, is sounding like, so it was really drawn out snare. So you had three rhythms going on at once. You had the fast double bass, you could bounce along with the cymbals, but then you could slam in hard with the snare every so often. Man, I love that. I love getting into those kind of rhythms from the drummer and mixing it up, not just having your standard kind of beats. Yes. Now, what was interesting about these guys as well, which I really liked, is the way they use the guitar and the bass. In the other bands that we've checked out today, the bass and the guitar is kind of blended together to make a big low-end sound, which sounds absolutely great. But what these guys did is use the bass, they had the guitars up quite high doing the atmospheric stuff and the tremmy stuff, and rather than kind of recording another layer of guitars, of rhythm guitar, to have some chunk underneath that, they just left the bass there, which meant it didn't have as thick a low-endy sound. But what it did mean is that the bass was almost like the rhythm guitar and kept the rhythm section going, whilst they did some twiddly-widdly atmospheric stuff over the top, which was really nice. It was, another different way. It's just a different way to mix your music and have the music come across your ear, and I really like it. So I think we've done absolutely great today for sounds and mixes. All the bands have had a nice modern clarity mix. They're not sounding like they're, in another room under a pillow recorded on a tape, which can still sound very cool, but I do really like these highly produced clarity, just sounding great black metal bands as well, because you capture all the cymbal sound and the tings on the ride, the great drumming, and these guitar tones today have been absolutely great, bass tones, and I just really like it where the music hits you hard. They come in hard with the blast and the energy, and it's just, the modern mix really does suit black metal well. I still like the lo-fi stuff as well, but the high fidelity black metal really, really sounds great, because there's so much going on in this music, so many layers of sound going on, that to have them all nicely balanced and mixed and with an edge to them, really, just comes across the ears super nice. So there you go. There's 4 absolutely killer, superb, in some cases, absolute perfection, masterpiece, as good as music gets. I'm quite happy to say that first band, Praise the Plague, Jesus. That is as good as music gets, in my opinion. The next bands have been almost as close to that as well, but those guys absolutely nailed it. If you want to know what perfection in music sounds like as far as atmospheric black metal goes, that's it. That's as good as it gets. Amazing. So hope you've enjoyed that today. I hope you've stuck around to the end for all of these bands, but in my opinion, absolutely worth every second. I've been happy to check out all of these bands today and do a long one, because you got to, if you want to listen to this kind of music, you got to listen to 7 and 8 minute tracks, because that's what they do. Because they haven't got time in a 3.5 minute track to get everything out, to get all the vibes going and the build-ups and the crescendos. A build-up and a crescendo can take 3 minutes. So if you want to do another one of those, you need at least a 6 minute track. So there you go. I really enjoy these longer tracks. I think you get lost in them. It doesn't matter, it doesn't feel like a long track, because you just get lost in the music, and when the track weekend, you're actually a bit sad because it feels like, your world's been taken away. Love it. I hope you've enjoyed that today as well, guys. We'll see you around over the weekend. Cheers. Bye.